Okay, I don't know why this is working normal at the moment. Okay, but last night it was making all kinds of noise, and when you pressed play, both wheels were going at the same time. Okay, one was going counterclockwise, the other was going counterclockwise. Okay, so I think the idler tire is too big. Okay, it's the same exact idler tire for all my other Marantzes. It's a 14 by 19 by 2 millimeters wide. Okay, it's the same exact idler tire. So I'm thinking maybe somebody might have put a different wheel in there. Okay, now they put that idler tire on with contact cement. Okay, so I had to put a new C-clip in there. Okay, but the diameter might be too big. It might be touching that wheel. Last night when I pressed the rewind button, both wheels were going at the same time. Okay, without a cassette tape in it. All right. So last night, like I said, when I pressed this, yeah, see, it moved. So I think this idler tire is too big. Okay, so I have to take it out and measure it. Compare it to the one I just showed you that fell on the floor. And also, when I get in here, I want to take everything out of the back of the motor, okay? And I want to remove this part here, or at least inspect it, okay? I might have to put this one in here, okay? I got this out of another mechanism. So, but I want to inspect that. So this is going to be the total tear down. And if I can't save this unit, it's going to be butchered for parts. The cabinet's great. The face is great. Everything's real nice. And, you know, it'll all work on my other decks. So this is going to be the last chance for this deck's life. So I gotta start tearing this apart. This is probably going to be a multi-part video. Okay, so time to pause. Okay, I got the top off. Everything looks so good. This is a beautiful mechanism. So, you know, but it's the same belts I always install from the same place. It's the same mechanism. Everything's original. So why this is acting this way, I do not know. Okay. So I'm gonna, like I said, everything is gonna have to come out of here. But for some reason it wants to act normal in front of the camera. Like I said, last night it was eating cassette tapes and wheels were spinning when they shouldn't be spinning. So you know, so now it's acting normal for the moment. But I'm not going to put it back in that stereo stack and have it do that shit all over again. Okay, I wasn't tripping. Okay, I know what I saw. You know, so at least that's a good sign. I mean, hopefully it's salvageable. Hopefully it's just the wrong idler tire. You know, maybe there's some grease or something in there. You know, it shouldn't be in there. But It's going to get the total tear down, inside and out. Okay, the face is coming off, the mechanism is going to come out. So there's 3 screws on the bottom of the faceplate. Then there's 3 screws underneath the mechanism. Okay, so there's 6 screws on the bottom that has to come off, and the knobs come off. Okay, so that's all you have to do for the bottom. 6 screws. Okay, inside the cassette deck, to get the face off, gonna need a little acetone to get the Loctite off of these screws. Okay, so anywhere you see that blue Loctite, just put a little bit of acetone on some Q-tips, and it will eat that Loctite right off of there, and them screws will be real nice and easy to get out, and you won't strip them. So let me finish getting this faceplate off. Okay, with that acetone removed, these screws will come right off of here. Okay, piece of cake. No effort required. Okay, so that's how good the acetone works. So let me finish getting that off. Okay, well, I got the face off of it, and I lost a screw, and turning the unit upside down and shaking it to get the screw out of it, I found this nasty little bug inside there. Wonder how long he's been in there. You know, at least it's dead. Okay, I'm gonna leave these 2 screws in the top of this mechanism because everything is coming out of here. The motor's coming off, the pulley's coming off, this spring comes off, this comes off, this gear's coming out, this bracket's coming off, the flywheel's coming off. Okay, the record spring comes off, the record lever is coming off. Okay, so everything is coming out of here. Okay, because I need to see what the fuck is happening inside this mechanism, and I need to inspect every idler tire closely, okay, and figure out what the fuck is going on, because I cannot have this keep eating my cassette tapes. So 3 screws are coming out and the motor gets put down, but you know, we're gonna put it through its paces real fast just to see what's happening here. Okay, fast forward. Sounds perfectly normal. Even looks perfectly normal. Play. The wheel seems to be turning. It wasn't the case last night. It was eating tapes. So now rewind, and with the auto stop should automatically kick in. See, all that seems to be working just fine. So still got to do what you got to do. Okay, so these 3 screws are coming out, the motor goes down, These two screws are coming out. Now this is all going to be real easy because I just did all this, so there's no Loctite or nothing like that. Okay, so all these screws are basically just going to fall right out of here. All right, but I'll unplug it. All right, time to start taking shit apart. Okay, with the record lever spring removed and the little C-clip that holds that record lever on there, this just wiggles right off of here, okay? And set it out of the way. Okay. The motor is off. It's just sitting down right here. Okay, so the belt for the auto stop is off. So now all I have to do, I'm going to leave this flywheel on for right now, but I'm going to remove this screw right here. Okay, this has the adjustment for those idler tires, so I'm going to remove this screw here, and then this will just lift right out of there. Okay, I really need to invest in a tripod. Okay, so see, it just falls right out of there. Okay, okay, this idler tire here looks really good. Okay, and the clutch is set at the midway point. Okay, so yeah, it's set about the midway point, so that all looks perfectly fine. All right, looks really good, so I'll set that aside. So now this spring has to come off. This little C-clip here has to come off. Okay, very small little C-clip right there, so you don't want to lose that. Use a magnetic screwdriver when you take that off, okay, because you don't want that to go flying away. So time to take that off. Okay, there's the little C-clip next to that bigger C-clip for the record lever. Okay, so now this will just wiggle right off of here. Okay, all right. Alright. So yeah, that idler looks pretty good. So now this gear here will just slide off. Okay. Oh, there's a lot of oil in here. That's a bad sign, but maybe that's what the fucking problem is. Somebody got carried away with the fucking oil. So, yeah, that's looking real shiny right there. So I'm gonna have to get out the Q-tip, the alcohol, and all that good stuff. Find out what the fuck is going on with this. Alright, time to pause the video. Okay, I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, but there's definitely oil inside this mechanism. Okay. It was all over the place in here. Okay. And you could see it on the pickup wheel. Okay. So, having a very hard time with this damn camera. Okay, but on that pickup wheel, you can see the oil. Okay. All over the edge of that. Looks like a little grease. Might be some lithium grease in there. Okay, so I think somebody got totally carried away. Okay, maybe it was an angry girlfriend or something, but definitely a lot of grease in there. Kind of person would do shit like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean it with alcohol. A lot of alcohol, round and round and round and round, and then I'll give it some rubber renew and all that. But I'm gonna have, since there's so much oil there, I'm gonna have to pull that flywheel. Okay, so the flywheel is gonna have to come out and see if anything under that needs to be cleaned also. Okay. But so far the mechanics of it are looking really good. Okay. So, you know, I think it might be salvageable. So, but now that flywheel has to come out. So I got to take these two screws off and this plate will come off. And then the flywheel will slide right out of there. Now you need to be careful removing the flywheel. There's tiny black washers between the flywheel and the bearings. Okay, and I'll show you that when I get it off. Okay. Okay, you could see when removing the flywheel, all my washers have remained inside that hole. Okay, you see them little tiny black washers in there? Now I'm gonna have to use some tweezers to reach in there to get those washers out of there. Okay, so because you really don't want to lose them. Okay, they kind of make it run smoother, you know, with those little washers. So I got to reach in there with the tweezers and get them out of there. Okay. Success. There's the little washers. Okay. 3 of them. You really only need 2 of them. Or even 1. But whatever. Okay. So that hole is now cleared out. So it does look like there's a little excessive oil in there, so I'm going to clean that up also. Okay, so everything here is going to get cleaned with alcohol. Every inch. The take-up reel, the rewind wheel, the idlers, everything is getting cleaned out with alcohol. Okay, so try to get all this oil out of here. All right. So this is definitely going to be a two-part video. So I think I'm going to end it here, okay? And I'm going to start cleaning all this with alcohol, and then I'll give those wheels some rubber renew, okay? Because this video is already pushing 20 minutes long. All right, so like I said, everything's going to get cleaned with alcohol. All right, and then it's all going to get treated with rubber renew. Okay, and this will be a 2 or 3 part video. So all right, y'all have a good day, and I got to get the alcohol and the Q-tips and go to town in here. Later.